The defense, Coach Walker.
No, that was fun, man, watching. That's haven't had a chance to see that in a while, you know, and it was fun to see these guys play like that. I know long hours all week because I tell you, we're giving them 70 points scared the crap out of me because that's what they did against Idaho. So we definitely didn't want to get put in the 70 club. And I mean, I thought the defense, we came up with a nice scheme to take care of number 4 and try to stop the run. And I thought for the most part, the scheme worked. So.
Do you think it was the best the defense has played in your tenure here?
No question.
Yeah.
Against a quality opponent like La Tech, there's no doubt. And Sonny and I used to bump heads in the Pac-10, and he's a great offensive coach, and they have really good offensive coaches and players and schemes and all those type of things. So it was fun to see us match them a little bit tonight.
On the flip side, obviously, from an execution standpoint, offensively, it didn't work again tonight.
Nope. Yeah, and again, last week we moved the ball and looked a little more polished. Just couldn't get in the end zone, and tonight we just again just made plays in spurts, and it's just we got to continue to fix it. Sad but true. I mean, I'm looking at third down. We're one out of 11. I mean, that's not very good, but yet we 400 yards.
3 killer turnovers.
Yeah. So it's just that game could have been even more interesting without the turnovers and some of the mishaps.
Did you feel like the game was kind of counterintuitive, just from the high, like you mentioned 70, it seemed like maybe the scores would be higher on both sides of the ball. It seemed like the game kind of worked in reverse in a certain respect. I mean,
yeah, no question. I go quarter to quarter, and when we gave up 7 points, and as the game kind of prolonged, I was like saying, hey, we got a chance. We can start trying to get some offense going. You got a chance to be in this game even more so than we were. So, that's just part of the deal. You got to score points in college football.
Coach, with this loss, it's official, no more bowl game possibility. That's about 52 years straight. How tough is that?
Well, I don't know about the 52. I know, the 4 years I've been here, so I'm just going to kind of worry about the 4. But no, it's unfortunate. It's something. There's going to be a coach that's going to come through here that's going to make it happen, whether it's me or not. But it's going to happen. I guess the question is when. So that's unfortunate, and I know the fans and our players and everybody involved. It's just another year where you're not bowl eligible. But we got bigger fish to fry. We got to get ready for Auburn and try to finish up this season in a respectable manner.
Coach, the one ball was a fumble. It looked from the press box like the snap just bounced off the motion man or something. Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. It's a timing thing, and that never happened in practice, not one time. And to see it happen in a critical part of the game was unfortunate. So those are the things that kind of kill drives and take you out of ball games.
Now the defense, the secondary especially, looks like they've improved a lot since the first game this year.
Can I take all the credit for that? No.
Go ahead. Now you guys shut down the number 1 receiver, Clinton Patton. I thought Jeremy Harris had a heck of a game. Just talk about that.
No, Jeremy's, I'll tell you what, these last 4 games, he's played really good football for us. And, we gave him some help, so I can't give him all the credit. We rode our coverage on number 4 and had a safety over the top. But then again, there were times where we left him one-on-one. And to hold a caliber player, regardless of the schemes, to 6 catches, 42 yards, I mean, that's pretty, I think it's a pretty big deal, not only for the secondary, but the whole defense and the scheme that we prepared to try to take care of them.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you guys started out playing mostly 5 DBs to try to stop the pass, and then late in the 3rd and 4th quarter, you guys added a 3rd linebacker, correct, to stop the run?
Well, I mean, everything was predicated off of schemes. We look at it by personnel group. So there are 10 personnel groups with 4 receivers and 1 running back. We played 5 defensive backs, and our scheme was pretty much take care of number 4, try to put the extra safety in the box, and then times when Jeremy had to cover 4 by himself, and then just try to keep as many guys in the box to stop the run. And then when they got into their 12 personnel and their 13 personnel, you know, we knew that they wanted to run the ball, so we took our nickel back out of the game and just played with our base people. So it was a scheme game. That's the fun part about going up against good offensive coaches, that you get to kind of go into your own formula and try to come up with something.
Coach Walker, the first half, when I consider obviously the defense's play, the offensive line's protection, I thought Andrew played well. I thought there could have been a touchdown with them on the Morrison screen pass. I thought the defensive back made a heck of a play. You always saw playing complete games. Do you think that was let me get my recorder here before the band blows it away. Did you think that was the best half of football your team played this season?
No question. You know, again, when we can play even more together as a team, you know, this is not a bad football team. It's not. It's just unfortunate for most of the year we just haven't really jived together. But I thought tonight was pretty close, and it's unfortunate we probably let one slip away against one of the best, if not the best, mid-level team in the country. So that was fun just to see our guys compete on the level that they did.
Coach, what did you say after the first time? You weren't definitely not in the 70 club, you mentioned, but you were just 7 club. You were just down by 7. What did you say after the first half?
You know, we just talked about you know, we're in the football game. And I just told the defense to disregard what they did in the first half. I told the offense to disregard what they did in special teams, and let's focus on, we got to start all over again and see can we emulate what we did in the first half and the second half. And I thought we came pretty close. Weren't quite there, but I thought they almost matched it.
Do you think this could be a motivation for the rest of the year as you move forward from here?
Well, these guys are fired up when I mentioned Auburn, so you know, these guys are crazy. So you know, we're going to get ready for Auburn and see can we shot college football.
Now I know it's early to think about Auburn, but I'm sure you guys are excited, and it looks like you guys have a realistic chance to win that game. I mean, are you guys going to be just as excited?
I want to watch the tape first, so I want to watch what Auburn looks like on tape before I start making any judgments. But you know, we're going to fight all year. You know, that's one thing about this group. I mean, these guys, they don't look at our records. You know, they don't say anything about our record. They come out every week and they work their tails off in practice every week. So this is a special bunch from that standpoint.
Anything else for Coach? All right, Coach. Jeremy Morrison. Questions for Jeremy?
Jeremy, I mean, I talked to you at practice last week, and you said to me, execution, execution, execution. You know what I mean, from an offensive standpoint. There still is room for growth, obviously, in that area. Maybe just talk about it.
Yeah, tonight I felt like we executed kind of for the most part, but we still had plays that we missed on. We had turnovers and stuff. You know, we just gotta keep executing. I think that's the thing that's keeping us from getting to that next step. You know, offensively, like putting points up on the board. You know, we started to execute late in the game, but if we was to keep executing throughout the whole game, I think we would have been able to put more points up on the board.
You guys are getting a lot of love on social media after the first half. People watching you guys. How motivational that when you know you lost? How motivational was that? Did you see that you were only down by 7, and that you guys could win this game?
I mean, it was their motivation, like, you know, to keep fighting. But I mean, I don't know if it was like, oh, we only have them by 7. You know, we could easily win. You know, we just had to keep fighting. That's all we was really focused on. And halftime, you know, we just had to disregard the first half and just keep fighting, pretty much.
Anything else for Jeremy? All right, man, good job. Safety, Davis Cazares. Davis had 15 tackles this evening. Questions for Davis?
I mean, a Herculean effort from the defense. You know what I mean? Just talk about it.
I think it started in practice. Mainly, we had a great game plan going in. We put safety stay on their side because we knew they were going to tempo. We knew they were going to come at us. I mean, they were averaging like 95 plays a game or something like that. And so all practice, we had a tempo. We had a great look from the scout team. All the guys, all practice, were working hard, and I think that made a major contribution. And then when we got to the game, it carried over, and everybody came to play today. And I mean, it shows you what our defense can do when everybody's doing their job.
I mean, it sounds kind of foolish to say when we consider the number 24 team in the country, but to a certain extent, did you feel like your team beat itself? I mean, you were right there from an execution standpoint.
Yeah,
There was,
I mean,
you know what I mean? The opportunity was there.
Yeah, we were there. We were making them drive in the beginning, and then towards the very end of the game, we got a couple big plays, and I mean, we can't have that. That's a skill defense.
Did the unit get tired a little bit?
I think as a whole, we might have wore down a little bit, but I think we were sticking with them most of the game. I think nobody was really tapping their helmets out. None of the DBs, I mean, the linebackers were rotating, but that was part of the game plan. So I mean, we did what we came in to do.
Now the secondary's shown some significant growth since the beginning of the year. What do you attribute to that? Is it just playing with the same guys now for 2/3 of the year?
I think that's part of it, but I also think that our coaches have gotten on us. We knew that where we were was not where we wanted to be. We knew we could be a better secondary than that, and I mean, we're showing it now. And our coaches have gotten on us, and we've improved, and our team's starting to gel. Our DBs are starting to gel, and we can also attribute it to our D line that improved too. They're making it easier on us too.
Obviously, the moral victories are no fun, but it seems like you guys can build a little bit off of this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to carry this on to our next game, and we're excited to be playing an SEC team. And I mean, this is 3 weeks in a row where we'll be playing a really good team and have a chance to show what our defense can do, and we're excited about it.
Anything else for David? Questions for Jeremy?
Now, Jeremy, you had a heck of a night shutting down Quentin Patton, the #1 receiver for La Tech. Just talk a little bit about that.
It was scheme. You know, as a defense, we made extra stuff like that because we knew type of player #4 was Quentin Patton. We knew how he was, so we schemed around him and just played.
And I guess the same question I just asked Cazares, would you agree with him about the growth your secondary's made since the beginning of the year?
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. I mean, and as a DB core, I mean, we've been putting in extra work, you know, trying to get to the next step to help the team win. You know, just not only make our defense better, but help the whole team win. So I mean, yeah, that's it.
What about your own personal improvement? You know, last year around this time against Fresno State, you had a tough ball game. You know, you've come a long way in a year. I guess just talk about that.
I think I've matured more. You know, growing up and really understanding how the college football Division I works, stuff like that. You know, so I think I gelled into that, and it just, I would say, came to practice and worked a lot harder than what I did last year. A lot harder and stuff. You know.
You guys walk out of obviously it's a loss, but they scored 56 points a game, you held them to half that. Can you walk out with your heads pretty high after this one?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, because I mean, we know how there was the #1 offense in the scoring offense in the nation. So I mean, keeping them to 28 points was real big for us. So I mean, but getting the victory was what we wanted.
Does that give you confidence going into Auburn next week?
I think anytime we do good as a defense, the whole we should have more victories. I mean, I think that gives us more confidence to play better the next game, want to come to practice and stuff like that.
Do you think the defense is doing everything it can from a team standpoint to win football games? I mean, all you can do is control how you play.
Well, I mean, I think the defense can. I mean, we can always do more. You can, create more turnovers and stuff like that. Interceptions, fumbles, and force turnovers. To help the offense to be in a better position to score.
Sure.
Anything else for Jeremy? All right, man. Good job.